Hi, everyone. Schoolhouse Intuitive. Thank you so much for tuning in to this weekly reading. I appreciate you being here. Let's see. Oh, just realized I didn't put that light on. There we go. All right. This is a weekly reading for any placement of Libra. You could find it resonates if Libra is your sun, moon, rising, Venus, North Node, MC, any placement really. We use a variety of tarot and oracle cards, and I receive channeled messages throughout. If you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, please visit schoolhouseintuitive.com. All right, Libra. Ooh, wow. All right. I'm loving this. Nothing stays hidden with owl sight. Okay. Nothing stays hidden. It's of course it's eclipse season, right? So even though this reading's for the week of the 15th to the 21st of September, the 21st is the solar eclipse, and we did already have a lunar eclipse, but we're going to be dealing with this, or I should say working with, because I appreciate it, but we'll be working with this eclipse energy for months to come. All right. Let's see what else we have. Oh, two. All right, then we have Phoenix. Oh my goodness. Oh, Phoenix, I rise from the ashes. This is awesome. This is the Dark Oracle, by the way, by Britta Bowman. And then you also have, I thought it was perfect for eclipse season. And you have Lord of Chaos, beyond the known. Again, you're rising above something that maybe for a while has been quite a mystery, but with this owl sight here, nothing stays hidden. Libra, this is about your growth. This is about your expansion. This is about you stepping it. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw like the Six of Wands or a Six of Cups, even that recognition, the star card, sun card. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw all of that. Nothing is stopping you now, Libra. What else do we have? We're going to also now use the Signs from Spirit. Signs from Spirit Oracle, also by Britta Bowman. And I like it because of the contrast of the dark and the light, and that's eclipse season, right? The energy's working together. Just saw 222 on the timer. Carriage. So this is about you heading towards success, and although challenges may arise, you have the necessary tools to overcome them, so keep moving forward. This feels like chariot energy, right? Carriage, chariot. The name Kara or something like it could mean something. I was getting the name Evelyn before this, if also Deborah. So I kind of feel there's such a peace and stillness here from this. Look at that. It's just the sound of silence kind of thing, right? Isn't that a song, Sound of Silence? That's a good song. I like that song. But yeah, there's that, this real emphasis right now of pausing in stillness and getting that, not just to calm and to soothe and to just sort of be in a moment, but that's when those insights can really come in. Yeah. All right. We have to make room and make time for it. You also have book. Information can be a valuable resource, and it's important to use knowledge with care and integrity. Being a student requires humility. Now, if you've always been someone who is kind of had a lot of responsibility ever since you were younger, it can sometimes feel like you kind of have pressure to know it all. So then you can come off as a know-it-all, when in fact, maybe a way to reframe it is that you've had to know it all ever since you were little. You've had to, be the one. You've had to, maybe you're the teacher, you're the leader, you're the healer, you're the counselor, you're the, in your family. And then maybe even in your adult life now. And it's like, yeah, you're expected to have information. So sorry if it comes off as, like I'm a know-it-all, but maybe I have had to know a lot, and maybe you are that resource, so that's that kind of energy that I'm getting with that. Yeah, but it's kind of just remembering other people's perspectives. And even though we might have good intentions, just being very mindful of how others might be perceiving us. And I'm not saying change your life because of that. I'm just saying it's something to be mindful of, because I feel as though people right now are extra sensitive. And there could be a lot of energy of people's like past things coming up to the surface, triggering them in some way. And it's making the collective, it feels like, more sensitive. And then add to that, we have like Lord of Chaos energy. And with that owl sight, nothing stays hidden. That reminds me of Pisces. And look what it has on it. Remember, we had that total lunar eclipse in Pisces just last week. And look, there's that big, huge full moon. That is so Pisces energy right there. And it makes me feel like, with these eclipses, I've been saying it throughout readings lately, that with the Pisces and the Virgo working together, it's really things. If you've had intuitive blocks, they may be cleared. If you've had a fear of using your intuitive gifts, that could be cleared. It could be also like things being put into practical manner, Virgo, and organized Virgo, so that you can better use those skills and talents and your own intuition for guidance. It can also be with Pisces and Virgo, I feel it's about lots of emotional, again, maybe old triggers, old wounds, that sort of thing, coming to the surface, right? Nothing stays hidden. Feelings, Pisces, and even intuition, right? And then to be cleared out. Beyond that unknown would be clearing out. Virgo, I feel, is like clearing things out, getting things in order. And it's about healing too, right? Virgo, healing. So I just really feel it is such a great time to harness these energies. And yeah, there's some dark, but there's lots of light too. I mean, look at this phoenix rising from the ashes here. Look at that cage door open. Maybe the cage was never there. Maybe it was perceived. Eight of Swords, right? I get a name like Nicholas, Nicky, Nick, something. When I get names, it's just, I report what I hear clairaudiently, okay? So take it or leave it. Of course, anything I say, take it or leave it. Read the disclaimer, please. And if it's your message, you'll make that connection, right? Even if it's not today. Maybe you meet someone named Nicholas. Maybe you had a dog named Nicholas. Maybe you used to live on Nichols Street. I don't know. But all right. Now I'm hearing pelican. So pelican. All right. Pelican. Let's see. What would Ted Andrews say about pelican? Let's see. Pelican. I'm a fan of Ted Andrews. If you're not familiar, but I would highly recommend, if you're into animals, symbolism and things, to look up pelican. So pelican overall, very briefly. Do I have it in this book? Okay, so that's about unselfishness. So again, Ted Andrews, The Animal Speak. They have a pocket version of this. If you don't have that, it's by Dragonhawk Publishing. So so this can be about unselfishness. So this is about it's about not being pulled under by current circumstances or by the current around you. Not getting this energy before, kind of like this being pulled under, like undertow. So just, something to think about. What else? There could actually be something about towing, maybe a vehicle needing towing or something along those lines. Oh my goodness. Yay, feather. So trust your loved ones will stay or still play an active role in your journey. So even though they're no longer physically present, loved ones are communicating, guides are communicating, and this could certainly be with feathers. Even if it's not a physical feather you find, maybe you notice the clouds look like a feather or something. So that's something to think about. And that's interesting. It's falling under that beyond the known. So it might be, again, you tapping in, tuning in, connecting with those who walked before us, or, just guides in general, other realms, that sort of energy there. Now, let's use The Cheeky Tarot by Danilo Sanino and Danilo Sanlino, sorry, but Cheeky Tarot, White Fly Tarot Shop. Messages for our greatest, highest good. For the week ahead. Here we go. You have the Knight of Wands and you have the Queen of Cups. This is going and exploring, Knight of Wands, your intuition, feelings. Totally Pisces too, right? Well, all water signs, but Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, right? So it's also like using there's something I'm getting about using new abilities in a very, even in a therapeutic way. Maybe you use your intuition to help others in your work day to day or something along those lines. But there's this energy kind of introspection and then delivering that to people. Yeah. So, and just remember, I read traditional definition or meanings of cards, but I also use my own intuition too. So, yeah. So just remember that as we go along. And cards work together, they're not just cards in isolation. I do feel that whatever you're on now, this is a period of thinking of right now as like a stepping stone to something that you are trying to create, that you not just are trying to, that you are creating. You're already putting yourself in that energy of having what you want. So that, therefore, it makes anything you're trying to manage, it makes you limitless to what you could be bringing in too. Allowing that sort of passion of the Knight of Wands and the exploration and the excitement to guide you too, and go with the feelings on something, following that inspiration, and it's like creating more because of it. That cup seems endless, that Queen of Cups, what she's holding there. I'm getting a name like Pietra, something along those lines there. Petra. Oh, Two of Cups. Right. So I feel actually randomly specific, but some of you are doing your books for a business, or you're going over budgeting or something, because I'm seeing pieces of that clairvoyantly. So pieces of like forms and, like booking, like software or so you could be going over your books in some way, your finances, maybe your budgeting. This is, the Two of Cups can be a relationship. It can be some sort of mutual attraction too. Making sure that each other's roles are clear though, with whatever this is. Some of you could be moving in some way, choosing to move in even. But I get this very much, this energy of blending skills and actually having a business because of it, having some sort of abundance with it. Some of you are stepping into your power. Oh, look at this. Look at these. Oh my goodness. I say you're stepping into your power. Remember, I was focusing on the cup with the Queen of Cups and how it's just really, look at how she's looking into, it's like, it's just so endless, right? And I said it's limitless. Well, look what you then get. A Page of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, and look, the Magician, the card of limitless potential. But again, we have to do something with it, right? He has to choose what he's going to use here. He's got the wands, he has the sword, the cup, the pentacle, is everything right there. And then he's bringing it in. He's bringing it into reality. The as above, so below card, right? There's a lot of abundance here. Told you, it's like you bringing in this new connection, this new way of sharing even yourself or your skills with the world. But it feels like you're mapping it out. You're really figuring it out right now. And it's small steps, right? You have a Knight and a Page here. So you have the Knight of Pentacles, and it's that stability. I think some of you are creating a structure, or you're getting something in writing, right? You're maybe jotting something down, or it could be even a formal contract here with the Two of Cups. All right. So you may have something like that coming in. I just heard the word publisher too. Okay, so And yeah, it could be slow. I'm going to honor, I'll admit that there's nothing, it's not necessarily poof magic. It's right there. But what is magic is the fact that I don't think you're realizing you can bring this in. So there is this sort of magical element to it. And it's all about you rising from that, you're rising up like Phoenix rising from the ashes. I want to get one more card on. Nope, not yet. Okay, sorry. All right, listen to my guides. We're not doing it yet. We're going to go right into Lord of Chaos and Feather. You have support from the other side. Support from the other side. And there's, and it's for your wishes, your dreams come true. Okay, so rainbows have been coming up in like all the readings now for a couple weeks. I feel like please do this. Ask for a sign from the universe and ask them to make it very clear. If you have to make an important decision, have a meeting about something, or you want to know which way to go, ask for a sign and ask them, please make it clear. A way that's going to speak to me and that I will know for sure. And then I can, lean into that energy and allow that excitement to fuel my desire. And, that kind of, you don't have to say all that. You can say whatever you want, obviously, but this is about, again, you bringing that wish come true down into reality. And I think you want to be connecting this to your guides, to your ancestors, whoever they are. If you don't know them, you can always, work on trying to figure that out, asking, who it is. What else do we have here? And just feeling the energy. What else? Oh, all right. So going with the heart, going with the intuition. There it is. Okay. So queen, and yeah, exploring the secrets, the wisdom, the spiritualism, the mysteries, exploring the mysteries. This is about you being able to create from a space of again being in that creative flow here, like Knight of Cups here, very creative energy, very yeah, go with the flow, right? You'll see that I'm just picking up on that right now and then there's the river in this card. I mean, all of your cards except for one, no, except for two, have water in them. They all have water. Even the Knight of Pentacles. Look, in the flow. Well, that's actually slime from the snail. Never mind. but you have a lot of water here. And I feel like for some of you, you're on a very spiritual, emotional path. And look, though, but it's like being able to create something that's really real, that's authentic, that's, that's grounded in reality too. So this is, creating your new reality out of what seemed like maybe chaos or like total lack of answers. I think those answers are coming here. You're following your heart here with something, following your third eye. It's definitely a fertility or a fertile time. fertility. Remember I said Six of Cups energy? I believe I said that at the beginning, because that's the card where they're like receiving their flowers. And I feel like for some of you, you're receiving a gift. You're receiving the gift. Maybe you're realizing you are the gift. Again, some sort of past stuff could be coming up with the Six of Cups. It's like, because it is a card of nostalgia. Traditionally, it can be also about just familiarity, something feeling comfortable and good, and reminding you of a happy time maybe. And I get, for some reason, it's getting right now, clairaudiently, I'm hearing you couldn't choose your family, but you can choose your future. So that's literally what I heard. I'm hearing steady stream of inflow, or income, inflow of income, something. All right, so I can't quite hear it fully, so if I get clarity, I'll let you know. There's the Two of Pentacles. Okay, making the choice. Got to make a choice here. Some of you could be really kind of, really like stressed about it. You're really struggling with the options and how you feel about something, and if something's really going in the best direction for you. And you have, oh look, but there is still opportunity though, so that's good. There is this opportunity to plant some seeds here. So maybe it's like, rather than agonizing, that's the word they were giving me, agonizing over this or that, maybe just, enjoying the process of the fact that you do have a choice. So feeling into that, leaning into that a little bit. And what do you have? You have this glorious Ace of Pentacles. You could be having a big opportunity come out of the sky, out of nowhere, basically. This is certainly newness. This is definitely a big opportunity. Where do you want that path to lead you, though? That's it. You have decisions to make, and no one can make them for you. It's something that you have to decide. Either you're going to go all in or you're not. It's like, I feel as for a lot of you, you're at the threshold of this transformation, of this shift, of it's like, it's definitely threshold energy. Like, you're right there, you're standing right there, and you're gonna go, you're gonna pick your path here. 10 of Wands. Oh, I feel some of you, though, even though there might have been some growth, or there is some growth, it's been arduous, it's been tough, it's been hard. Yeah, Queen of Wands. I'm getting the new name Judy. I'm also getting Betty. So Queen of Wands, nothing stops a Queen of Wands, though, right? So we have this, like, they are getting to their goal no matter what, right? Is this they know that that's where their calling is. They're going in the direction of their calling. They're going in the direction of their passion. Even if others are like, they don't understand it, it does not matter. Not everybody in tarot times understood why somebody would want a black cat, because they were considered to be very unlucky. Even today, some people are like, black cats, but that's wrong, right? We know that's wrong. We know that's not true. Black cats, just because a cat's a certain color doesn't make it unlucky or not. That's like taking away our own ability to choose, right? So you have your freedom to choose here. You're out of this cage here of whatever this was. I'm getting the bird like a cedar waxwing too. You could have some brother energy here, maybe a brother in spirit even, I feel. Yeah, it's not a race, but boy, it can certainly feel like you're racing against time with something, huh? If you're not sure where to put your energy, though, like the Queen of Wands, sunflower follows the sun, right? And I feel like she's looking in the direction of what does give her hope and vitality. And it's because she knows when you're in alignment, it's amazing how much more energy you have when you're actually in alignment with your purpose or what you're supposed to be doing. Look at this. Here it is. Look. Big Ace of Inspiration, big Ace of Wands here. There it is. There is that passion. And yeah, you've made your choice. This is making the right choice. So you're making the right choice here. I feel like it's new energy. It is flat out. I was just talking about when you're in alignment, it's amazing how much energy you have. And there it is. It's like this gift of vitality right here coming in. And look, it's because you're in the flow. See the river? There it is. What else do we have? I'm getting the name Ray, or something with Ray in it. You have the Six of Pentacles. Libra scales in this card, right? It's I feel some of you actually have some pressure of needing to make something work because you have maybe even little ones or children or people where you're kind of an authority in their life depending on you. That's what it feels like off this card right now. And I think for some of you, you're glad to give. You're glad to help out. You enjoy that. But I want to get a card on that. There's a but to this. There's a but to this. And I don't want to just make an assumption. I have to get some cards on this, okay? Oh, all right. But it's like, I don't know. It's like you might enjoy certain aspects of this type of giving, but it feels as though there needs to be, I feel like you're compromising, and that you might end up getting sort of this wake up call here with the Judgment card and need to make a decision based on maybe a different way of thinking than you used to. You might have sacrificed your own happiness in order for like for other people. And it feels like you might be taking a stand. Okay. It's as though that's because that's the Seven of Wands, you know, taking a stand, really like kind of having, I feel like you want to be having control, more agency over, you know, your whole life, like not just what you're doing day to day, but it definitely feels like a moment of awakening. I feel like you're going to hear something clearly or feel it more clearly than you have. And even though, so, you know, these people have their hands outstretched too. It's like, it's as though people are waiting for you to, or they're expecting the same of you. And I feel like you are moving past that. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense for you. It's as though you're, again, it's like you're happy to give. It's not anything like that. It's just, I feel like you can only do that for so long, and then you're going to have to, you're going to have that wake up call or that awakening, or it's like you're just going to realize that, you know, I don't know if this is what's best for me, because that's the angel, the higher self angel, I think. So, yeah. I think for some of you, it's, you know, there, I just want to let you know there's nothing wrong with you asking for something for yourself. And yeah, there is more than this. There is more than this. And that's why you feel this. I'm getting Scottish or Scott, something along those lines. Oh, there's the Hanged Man. So there is some enlightenment coming in. I feel like, again, it's like you've self-sacrificed, right? And maybe you're letting go of that in some way. And you're no longer accepting, because, you know, the Hanged Man can have to do with acceptance. But I feel like for some of you, it's like there's been resistance to do what you know is better for you. Maybe you've been a little too giving, a little too flexible. And now it's like, whoa, I'm seeing the impact that's having. And while I'm okay doing this other thing, does it really fill me up? I mean, it's like, it's this conflict of what's really best for you. That's inner conflict. It's you having constant conflict with your feelings, even, and about maybe even this new thing or situation that you might love. There's just something in the way here. Other people are in the way of this. I don't know if you're seeing it, if you're fully seeing. Yeah, you're getting a wake-up call. You're absolutely getting a wake-up call. There's even bells on this cup here. It's like, and then I'm looking at it with the Judgment card, and it's like, do you get another chance at this life? I don't know, but maybe make the most of it. That's just like kind of what I'm getting with that. A little tune there. Wow, you now have 3 aces, right? You have the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Wands, you have the Ace of Cups. You are getting so many aces. And there it is. I knew we'd get the Tower. Yeah, this is like, the thing is I feel as though it's like perfectly placed, though, this Tower, if there is such a thing. I think they're all divinely placed. But it's like there has to be this sort of, again, like this chaos here, this upheaval, an uproar, to get you maybe to grow, to get you maybe to change. It's just not work. It's not healthy. For some of you, that's just something that's just not healthy. It's against your, you know, it's like going in the opposite direction of your inner compass or something. It's like just not, it's how long can you do this, you know, before it really takes a toll. And I feel like for some of you, it is kind of doing that. So I feel there's sort of this element of like divine timing for this Tower. Again, this perfect timing. I think some of you are going to be relieved. You have the Eight of Wands. Yeah, because that energy that has been stuck for so long, I feel like it's going to free you. And there's finally some rapid action. Because when a Tower comes, we have no choice but to make a decision then, right? And for some of us, it's like it had to come to that to have this ending. Why? Because sometimes painful endings are painful, right? That's why we delay them and put them off. But I feel like it kind of like this Tower can't be delayed anymore. And it's not about the Tower. It's about what comes after that. It's about the star. It's about your hope, your promises, your healing, your rebuilding, your arrival from the ashes there, right? All right, let's see what else. Ooh, I'm getting such chills here as I'm doing this reading now. Whew, maybe you feel that too. Picking up on Sydney and or Australia even, a connection to Australia. I know I have some Aussie friends watching, so hello. Okay, alignment. Bingo, there it is. Hello. That's all about alignment. And there we have another, this is their divine, overseeing it, right? You have an important decision to make. Please, you're being urged right now by spirit, by source, whoever you want to call it, to really make the decision that feels best for you, not out of obligation, not what might make everybody happy, what makes you happy. That can be so hard, right? It's again, it can be sad to let others go or to let something go. I mean, yeah, we want the change, but the fact of the matter is it's not always easy. And look, you're just getting this. We're getting hit over the head with this mallet of like truth here. It's the death card, the card of transformation. Something is done. It's time to change. It's rebirth time for you. It is a perfectly placed tower. It is an ending leading to the new beginning. It's time to move on for some of you, and you know it. And if you're not actually moving on from a situation, it's like you've shed the skin, right? We're in this year of the snake here in Chinese astrology. That's like you've shed that skin, and it's time to slither into a new skin, right? And and people will respond differently to the ending. But overall, I think you're going to be celebrating. You're going to be happy. You're going to be much more fulfilled. Because when you're in alignment, you're going to feel that shift in all areas of your life. Oh, I'm getting a major chill. Whew. Look at this. Look at this. Now, how many angels do we have to have show up in your tarot cards, right? You have all of them now. You have the Two of Cups. Okay. You have Temperance now. You had the Lovers, right? You have Judgment. I mean, this reading has angels written all over it. I believe there are 4 major arcana with angels over them. And here's Temperance. That's the harmony right there. And it's you controlling where your energy goes, balancing it all out. And maybe something doesn't have to, be so painful or be so tower-like. Maybe there's a way to find sort of a middle path as you move forward, to stay in the flow, to stay in the that balance, that energy of like inner peace as you make this change happen. Always bring it back to the fact that you've been divinely led. You are divinely connected. You are full of light, aka enlightened now. You've seen the truth with something, it feels like. You've had to have faith, right? So think about, where do you want to be in the future? And is the path you're on right now, is it leading you there? This is about alignment and harmony. Stay in alignment, take actionable steps when the time feels right for you. Remain in that driver's seat. Stay in control of what's going on around you, with your particular situation, and not letting some tower or something with somebody else come in and sweep it out. I'm getting a last name that starts with W. Okay, I'm getting that. This is there's such big changes here. Let's get a little more insight using the Divine Direction Oracle. Wow, this is deep. This is a very deep. The readings have been going a lot deeper lately. Yeah, I don't know if it's, I don't know really what it is, but it's cool. I love it. I've really enjoyed too working with some of you on a personal level. It's been fabulous. I do have the special pricing going on just for the month of September, and then I'm going to go to my regular prices. But yeah, so schoolhouseintuitive.com for that if you're interested. Of course, no pressure. And thank you to those of you who subscribe, leave thumbs ups. I appreciate all of that helps, and using that little hype button too beside the comments. If you swipe hype, you can help get this video seen and maybe help others who could resonate with it. So thanks for all you do, your memberships, kindness. It all means a lot. Even just your positivity and good energy thrown this way. I appreciate it. So thank you so much for all you do. And we have unfolding. Have some writers out there. We have some people who are ready to write the next page. This is about closing a chapter, but knowing the story's not over. This is about letting something unfold and seeing it through. And like I said, like, you're the one in the driver's seat. You're the one writing the script here. What else do we have? I just want to tell you too, no one has the right to tell you or to even judge you, right? No one has the right. I don't know. I'm just getting that right now. Somebody needs to hear that. And they're stressing right. No one has the right, but then it could be WRITE, right? Or it's your rite of passage to, be happy with this life, to transform your life, to, remember we were at this like threshold energy. That's what it feels like. It feels like a rite of passage. Yes, this feels like a rite of passage in some way. You have a right to be happy, and you have a right to be respected. And if people aren't showing respect for your work or for whatever it is you're doing or putting out there, or even just you being you in a daily life situation, it's like they don't have any authority. Why don't allow them to have that say, that influence over you, over your life? They have their own life to live, and probably their life's a mess if they're the kind of person who's spewing negativity, to others like that. Like, they need to maybe focus on themselves. Things probably aren't the way they want them to be, and that's why they're focusing so much on you or other people's stuff, right? That's not, does that anybody you care about losing if they're in your life? I mean, sometimes you can't choose your family, right? But like, you don't have to sign up for that anymore if that's what you've been getting, right? There are ways to block people, to keep your energy, protect your energy, protect your space, and protect your well-being. I don't put myself out there. If someone's leaving nasty something, like I've told you before, that's it. There's no second chance. It's just blocked. You know what I mean? It's no, why put yourself through that, right? It's hard enough, Reconciliation here. Reconciliation. What do you know? So someone from your past could be returning. Remember, it's up to you if you want to revisit the past. You don't have to, even with family. You don't have to if it's hurting. If it's really not helping, if it's unhealthy, right? Free yourself from that energy, right? You have a choice. You have free will. You have a say. Boundaries. My goodness. Now, I mean, talk about being on the right track, right? So I feel like this could relate to any area of your life, love, money, any of it, career, any of it, projects. So start building and preserving better boundaries in order to protect your emotional and mental space. We only have so much energy. You don't have to let everybody in. Angelic help. My goodness, but let the angels in. Call upon them. Ask them to make it clear. You have every single angel in your reading. We're definitely pulling angel cards. And you have this white angel feather. And my crown is going crazy. I'm being tickled by angels right now over here. So you have angels who are near. They are ready to assist you in your growth, in your accomplishments, and in your divine life purpose. Go for it. Aren't you curious what will happen if you do this thing, or, move into this new direction, or, try this thing? Like, aren't you curious? I'm curious for you, actually. Let's see. What do we need to surrender to? Speaking of, let's use the surrender deck here. What do we need to surrender to, please? What do we need to surrender to? Surrender to joy. A key to positive change in life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during the hard and easy times. Just keep surrendering to more joy. You also have surrender to rest and sleep. So to prevent burnout, we had burnout, that candle was out, right? So to prevent burnout, slow down, honor your need for quiet sleep and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. At least I think you had a candle. It was burned out. Anyway, maybe not. But this candle is about to burn out, and the one before it did. So that makes me, try to prevent that burnout, okay? And you have surrender to effortlessness. So stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow. There it is again, going with the flow instead of against the river. And like I said, you will get so much more energy and vitality tapping into things like joy and tapping into setting boundaries, and by aligning yourself to what you know darn well what is better for you than what's best for you. I feel like I don't know why I'm telling. I mean, you already know. You know this. Let's get some galactic angel messages. No, you know what? We might save those towards the end. Let's get a money block deck. If there's any money blocks, please. What else can we do? Undiscovered talents. So look to your past. That could be what's returning from the past too, by the way. An interest or a gift of something, an ability. So maybe you were very psychic as a child and now it's kind of come back. So look back into your past and think of all the things you were good at as a child. Even if they seem useless, they could easily still be hidden talents. Again, I've been saying for weeks now, there's a reason why you're drawn to something. Maybe it is meant to be. Maybe it is meant for you. You're meant to see this. You're meant to see what this tower brings. You're meant to, it's here to free things up. Again, nothing stays hidden, not during an eclipse season especially. No way. Get some numbers cards for you. I think for how to stay high vibing, we've already decided that. We've already seen that. So surrender to joy, get the rest and sleep you need, and try maybe don't push so hard, maybe just allowing some things to unfold and connecting with your guides and angels. And divine guidance, here we are. What do you know? 777, sign of divine guidance. Connect with your spiritual guides. And I'm going to use I mean, the angels want to come out. So now it's like I have to use some sort of angel deck. So we will do that right now. Let's use let's go right to we can go to our archangel. Oh, one came out. One fell out already. Ariel. So this is the sacred activist. Protect what is right and just. Let love lead the way. What else do the angels want to tell us? This is the 22 Archangels Oracle by Kyle Gray. Angel messages for the collective, please, as we head into a new week. Your next reading, Libra, unless you're a member, your video will be out tomorrow, but it'll be your career and money reading for the upcoming month's time, roughly. All right. Jophiel, trust the unfolding. Are you kidding me? Trust the unfolding. Trust this tower if you end up getting a tower. Now, just, you may not get one. It could be global tower. It could be something around you. It doesn't have to be directly you, right? But trust the unfolding. There's no wrong path, only choices that take you closer or further from love, from the energy that aligns with you. That's our true love, right? I think it's 3 more. Yeah, you have Seraphiel, heart of devotion. So let the cup of your heart be filled through commitment and dedication. Yep, there are the choices again, right? And then there's Jeremiel, personal responsibility. So take responsibility for your choices. There's an opportunity for inner growth. You have something huge unfolding, and it's like, are you going to grab the wand, the cup, the pentacle, right? And you have faith, moving mountains, because you had all those three aces. That's why I said that. Faith, moving mountains, trust in your ability to create miracles. The impossible is becoming possible, Libra. I 100% believe that. Something you thought you would not overcome, something you thought would not work out, you're making this happen with the help of your angels and guides, with the help of Source or your God, whoever it is you believe in. I feel you believe in something because you're here, and this is a pretty spiritual little community we've been growing here. So that's why I kind of make that assumption there about that. Let's get some more angel messages using the Galactic Angel Oracle. Actually, you know what? We're also going to use this one, Angel Connections by Wendy Bacosi. And well, here, I messed up the names. There it is. One of my members here bought this for me, so thank you so much. She funded it, and I went and got it. So, woo! Thank you. Oh my goodness! Wow. What do we have? Okay. So you may not have known what your spirit animal is, but he knows who you are and what you need. When he appears, you will feel the connection. There's no doubt. He or she. So there's a fox on here. Now, we always get animal oracle cards. We will do that. But let's get some galactic angel cards first and foremost. And you have two cards. Okay, so you have ancient wisdom, learn from the old ways. You can find healing and enlightenment. A new perspective will follow. And then you also have you are protected at this time. A divine intervention is currently happening. Trust it, trust it, trust it. Trust the tower if there is one for you, okay? The tower can also be, if it's like a spiritual nature, it could be like you wake up one day and you're like, I just can't keep doing this anymore. And it's like a tower that really comes from within, because it's this change, this shift, this like, it's awakening, really. It's like that's it, something big's happening. And you realize that whatever this is, it's going to shake things up. Yes, but it's clearing the way for something new. So that destruction is ultimately leading for a much more faith-filled, harmonious foundation that then you can grow what you really want to out of it. So this is, if it's like, again, like on a spiritual thing, it's kind of like your journey is leading to an awakening, which I feel that because you have the tower and you have judgment. When we have tower and judgment, that is definitely wake up call. That's awakening. Things are shifting. It is time to move forward, but not with fear. We have to move so in the energy of love and in alignment. Make the most of this tower, of this wake up call. Okay. It's nothing to fear. This is about things not, if we look at it as, again, have that sense of agency, remain at the driver's, at the wheel, right? Your own wheel here, because this is about you getting through it. This is about, yes, things fall apart. It's to fall into place, right? We've been getting that message now for weeks about this particular time period. Whatever needs to fall apart is falling apart. So everything else is falling into place. Okay. So yes, it could be a bit of a rocky time. Don't look at something happening to you. It's happening through you. Oh my goodness, that just gave me a chill. That is what my guides want you to know. This isn't happening to you. It's happening through you. Because for a lot of you, I'm going to tell you right now, you have such, I'm about to cry. You have such ability. Some of you, I mean, you're so beautiful. You have such ability to reach and to touch others. That's what they're telling me regarding. It's not happening to you. Okay. You can endure this. Something's happening through you. It's because there's this higher thing, this more important thing, this deeper thing that's going to touch others. And yeah, you're stepping up, and maybe you're being the one who has to kind of go through it on a physical level. But this is so that you can help others too. And it's maybe some of you are like, oh, I'm so done of helping others. No, it's not. It's not the kind of helping you've been doing. It's a kind that's going to, when you help, you will be helped. The love you give, you will get more tenfold. Your generosity will be rewarded. It's that kind of, and I know for a lot of us, we can't even imagine it right now. It hasn't happened. It's never been the way life has gone so far, right? So why should we believe it? Faith's here. Embrace faith. Trust the unfolding. Wow, my goodness. Sometimes they, yeah, they move right through me. I'll tell you. Whew. All right, so, sorry if it feels like I'm yelling. It's passion. Yep. So yeah, I mean, there's wow. Let's get you some animal healing oracle cards. I don't feel like I have much more to say other than that. They really came through this time, and wow. It isn't happening to you. It's happening through you. Wow. If we have the Scarab Beetle Chaos Magic, oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, even, okay, still. Horse, card 27, life purpose. Hello, heart chakra. Embrace your purpose. It is not a time to hold back. Follow your passion and curiosity. You will reach far. Remember I said, aren't you even a little curious what could happen, how life could be if you follow this path? If you create this path? Again, you're at that threshold. It is your rite of passage here. That's what it feels like. Oh, butterfly release. Crown chakra. It's time to let go of what has served its purpose. Allow your next level self to emerge. Reveal your true colors to the world. Wolf. Now, the back of these cards have a white wolf. And so here's wolf again. Avatar card 45, crown chakra. You're a divine being, so much more majestic than you could ever imagine. Embrace your true greatness. Your leadership power serves many. What did I say? This is like, it's going to affect everybody. It's going to spill out into, get out. All right. I'm not going to yell into the microphone. Friends, okay. Need I say more? This connection, these insights you're getting, these things you think you're seeing and hearing and feeling, they're real. They're just as real as anything happening here on the 3D plane. Just because others can't sense it, feel it, doesn't make it not real. Here it is, the Scarab Beetle, Chaos Magic card 50. Soul Star Chakra. What appears to be falling apart is actually falling into place. New life emerges from seeming chaos. Trust in divine order and timing. That's what I have for you. Thank you so much for being here.